What's up guys, my name is Aaron and today I'm going to be reviewing The Night Of. This is a crime drama HBO show. It stars John Turturro and Riz Ahmed. It kind of tells the story of this good college kid that is accused of murder after a night out. Kind of like John Turturro's character John Stone defending him and trying to get to the bottom of this, and it's kind of about Nas, the Riz Ahmed's character, kind of descending into prison life. I thought the actors were really good, so I wanted to watch it, but I'm not like a huge fan of watching these type of shows week to week, so I just waited for it to, finish out, and then I just binged the entire show. I thought the show was kind of overhyped, but I did like the show. There were some problems with it, but overall I did like it. I like the story. It's really interesting. I'm not like a huge fan of like crime stuff. I kind of like more slower, kind of like methodical stuff. Like I like Zodiac, I like the first season of True Detective. It was kind of in that light, so I kind of like the kind of slower crime stuff as opposed to like procedural stuff. The show like really like shows the actual events of this thing. So like it shows like the night of this murder, and it goes all the way to like the deciding outcome of the trial. Like it just goes very in depth with like the process of trying to get this guy convicted. It's 8 episodes, and I feel like that's like the perfect amount of episodes for this type of story. I felt like you really get to be invested in it, but it's not overly long where you're just like, I just kind of want this to end. Kind of like Peel vs. OJ that came out earlier this year. I also like Nas's transformation while he's going through this trial. Like I feel like it's a little bit rushed, but it is interesting to see this kind of good kind of like transform during this case. I do like John Stone's story too, like him doing whatever he can to see if he can get this guy acquitted and get him like not convicted. I like his kind of like moral gray that he uses to try to get this guy off the case. I feel like it had like an engaging story. I do like the mood and the cinematography too. It's very dark, very gritty, and just kind of real. It really shows New York in kind of like a realistic way. It's not really like overly flashy and stuff. The show feels like really intimate in a way that a lot of shows don't. And I just love like how this show feels. I thought it had great performances too. I thought John Turturro as John Stone, the lawyer who's defending Nas, I thought he was really good. He's kind of down on his luck when he gets this case. He's kind of representing like just lower level criminals that obviously did their crime. When he gets this case, he's like all over it. He's just like really doing whatever he can to figure out if he did it and trying to get Nas like convicted innocent. He's really good at his job, but he's also pretty funny. Like he has some sarcastic moments, and I do like that. I feel like John Turturro did a pretty good job with this role. And I do like Amar Khan as Chandra. She was like another lawyer who was put on this case as well. You can kind of tell that she was a bit newer to this type of thing, and I liked how John kind of helped her along the way, and I liked their relationship with the show going on. I liked their relationship a lot. But I felt like Riz Ahmed as Nas was like this breakout of the show. Like I felt like he was like really great. He was really great in Nightcrawler, and he was really great in this. I feel like he is like one of the upcoming really good actors that are coming out. Kind of like Michael B. Jordan or Miles Teller to me. You really bought into every emotion that he's going through in this show. Like just kind of like the scaredness when he's put in jail. You really can feel that he's like a good kid at heart, and like when he does kind of descend into that prison lifestyle, you can kind of get a sense that he could be this person that actually committed this crime, but you just really don't know. And I feel like Riz Ahmed's performance as him is like really good. It's kind of layered and kind of nuanced, and I do like his performance a lot. I thought the acting was pretty stellar across the board, and I do like the themes, like how the media like jumped on this person of color, kind of creating this negative narrative about him before he was even convicted, how it affected his family, like the jobs that they lose, and just kind of like the money situation. I felt like it really delved into that type of story, and kind of like how it affected his community of Pakistanis in New York, that people are getting attacked, that people that drive taxis, people are kind of looked down upon in New York and stuff. And I do think that it was really interesting seeing like kind of like the more personal stuff that's going on because of this case. I thought it was really interesting, and as a person of color like Nas, I felt like kind of resonated with me. Like I kind of thought if I was in a situation, what I would do and how it would affect my family and stuff. And I felt like I kind of had like a personal connection to Nas, kind of. It really felt really real whenever they kind of explored this type of stuff. Some negatives that I had about the show is I felt like they did some weird plot choices. Towards the end, they made a choice with Chandra's character that I didn't like. I felt like it was out of character. There wasn't enough build up to what they did. I felt like it was just like a lame decision to kind of make this woman of color do this thing. I thought that she was like a really interesting character, and when they did this choice, it just kind of felt like they just had to do it. I don't know, it just felt really lame to me. Kind of like things like that, kind of towards the end of it, I kind of got confused at those choices. And I felt like the ending of the show was just lackluster to me. It just felt like the whole show was kind of building towards something, and like they just kind of let the air out of the balloon in a sense. It just didn't do a lot for me. It's kind of disappointing because I did like how the show was building, but yeah, I guess they had to end it some way, I guess. I definitely thought it was a good show. It had an engaging story. I like the themes. Like, as a person of color, I kind of relate to Nas. It had like a really intoxicating mood and cinematography that really made you feel like you were in New York with them. And I felt like there was some strong acting like across the board. I feel like there were some weird plot choices that they really didn't need to make. And I feel like the ending was kind of weak and kind of left a lot to be desired. I would give it a B overall. I don't think it was like amazing like the first season of True Detective or any season of Fargo, but I thought it was interesting to me. I thought that it's definitely worth a watch. I just wouldn't get like overly excited or have like really big expectations for the show. So what did you guys think? Did you like the show? Did you hate the show? Let me know in the comments what you thought, and thanks for watching. Thanks guys. Bye.